I feel very distracted today. What do I think of my competitive cheerleader look today? I've got greasy hair and I couldn't be arsed washing it, so this is what we've got, guys. That's what we're working with. My hair's itchy because there's so much dry shampoo in it, but saying that, last time I thought my hair was itchy from dry shampoo, I actually had nits. I've been hanging around with my friends' kids and I got nits, guys, at the ripe age of like 35. So what I want to talk about today is a quote that everybody knows and everybody loves and everybody uses all the time, and I've actually done an episode of the podcast on this in the past, and that is that no one is coming to save you. And it's a very harsh truth that I feel like most people learn the hard way. I certainly did. I felt like for a lot of my life I was sat in this like waiting room waiting for somebody to make me happier, somebody to give me the opportunity to make more money, somebody to make me healthier, somebody to like take over the wheel and just come and save all of the shit bits of my life and fix them. And no one did. In fact, the opposite. Like, one of the people that I used to rely on heavily just fucked off, and that was that. And I was like all on my own, and I experienced so much growth from that. And I think it's a really empowering thing when you realise that nobody is coming to save you, and it sort of forces you to take full responsibility for your life, which is a really powerful place to be in, because when you are stuck in that victim mindset and you are feeling really sorry for yourself and you are blaming other people and blaming the circumstances around you for the state of your life, that's completely understandable, and it's very comfortable. It's a comfortable place to be, because it's easier to say, oh, because of this, because of that, because of them, because of her, because of him, this is what's up with me. But when you do that, you are giving away all of your power, and you have got so much power. You have got so much creative power to completely transform your life, but you cannot do that until you decide that you are the person who has caused the shit, even if you've done that inadvertently, subconsciously, accidentally. You're in full control of that, and you can create something new, and that's a really powerful place to be in. But I also want to think about another sort of perspective of the idea that nobody is coming to save you, because when you realise that nobody's coming to save you and you start taking that full accountability and you start fixing things up, your life naturally improves, because you're not sitting being a victim anymore. You're not just like, oh, well, it's all right for them, but it's not all right for me because you're doing something about it, and that's going to bring you up to 0. If you are at like -10 right now, accepting radical responsibility for your life is going to bring you up to 0, so you're on this like neutral plane. But you don't want to get stuck at 0. So 0 is much better than being at -10, because I know I've been through times in my life where I've been in the minus. You know, I've been feeling really shit about certain scenarios that were going on in my life, different situations around love, around health, around money, everything. Everybody does. It's obviously a communal experience. However, when you get to that baseline, you then start thinking about what other people think of you if you try to get above the baseline, if you want to get to like level 10, say. So you've come from -10, you're at the baseline, you're at 0, and you're feeling much better than you did. But then the worries start flipping. Instead of blaming everyone, you think, oh, what will people think of me? And the beauty of the fact that nobody is coming to save you means that nobody's coming to stop you either. No one is coming to stop you. You have got complete capacity to do whatever the fuck you like, babe. Anything you want. You can make a shit ton of money. You can be in the healthiest version of your body that you've ever had in your life. You can have the best relationships. You can live a life that makes you feel really fucking good. And when you realise that, and you stop worrying about somebody coming to save you, first of all, and then you stop worrying about somebody coming to stop you, you are so empowered. You are in a place of complete power where you can change your life so dramatically for the better. So just have a think about the things that you really desire. And this might actually even be difficult to do because often we don't even allow ourselves to think of what we really want because we have this belief that only a certain level is possible for us. So let's say you're at level 0, you think maybe I could get to level 3. No, you could get to level 100 if you like, babe, or more. 1,000, whatever you fucking like, the sky's the limit. But just have a think about what it is that you think, oh, in an ideal world, if I was in another life, if things weren't the way they were, if I hadn't been born in this country and I hadn't done this and I hadn't done that and this wasn't that way, what would you love? Like, really think about what would you love? Because when you are setting goals that don't light you up because you think that they are acceptable goals, goals that people are going to think are okay, are reasonable, people are not going to judge you for them, which is a lot of the reason that we set the goals that we do, then you're going to find that a boring struggle. Whereas if you allow yourself to really think about what it is that you would love, go through your life and think about the different areas of your life, the money, the relationships, the health, everything around you, the family, whatever it is that you want, think about what would you love in that area and allow yourself to go like 10 times bigger. Because when you get that vision in your mind, first of all, it's super exciting. And then the next thing that will happen is you'll think, oh, I can't do that because what would Carol in accounts think if I started my own business? Or what would all my friends think if I started becoming like a fucking health freak and stopped going out partying every week? So you start thinking about all of the other people who are in your life who you then believe are limiting you. So first of all, they weren't saving you, and then you got over that one and accepted that actually it was you who needed to save yourself. And now you're at that point, and now you're thinking, oh, well, I want better, but what will they think? You know, they're going to stop me from doing this because they're going to judge me, or they're going to make comments about it, or they're going to be some sort of obstruction in my way to getting there. No, they are not, babe. If nobody is coming to save you, then nobody is coming to stop you either, which means you've got full autonomy over your life. You get to fucking decide what it is and what you want to create. Like, the possibilities are absolutely endless for you. So the only difference between you and somebody who, say, has got that dream life that you've got, let's say you want a really big house by the sea, there's no difference between you and that other person other than that they just believe that that was okay for them to have. That's it. Like, they have the identity that says, yeah, I'm allowed to have that, and you don't right now. Or there'll be some sort of other limiting beliefs going on that say that you can't have it for one reason or another. But a lot of the time, the reason, no, Gloria, I'm filming, thank you, my crusty old cat there, oh, there she is. Yeah, so the only difference between you and the person who's got what you want is that they just simply allowed themselves to have it. They allowed themselves to step into the identity of the person who has got that thing, and they installed those beliefs and they took those actions, and now they've got it because they have allowed themselves to have that. They've let go of any need for somebody to come and save them, and they've also let go of anybody else's judgments or opinions of what it is that they desire. So if you are one of those people who has an intuitive idea, who thinks, oh my god, this feels really exciting, but it doesn't make logical sense, so let me go and run it past my mum, my dad, my auntie, fucking Kathleen down the road, like whoever it is, before you make a decision, you need to stop that, really, because that's really limiting you. You don't need to consult other people on the choices that you make about your life. There is nobody who is better equipped to make decisions about your life than you, babe. It's your life. Okay, and if you don't do that and you stay either in that victim mindset where you're thinking, oh, everybody needs to save me, it's everybody else's fault, it's not my fault, it's not my responsibility to do this because they did this, blah 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 blah, then you'll never even get to the baseline. And if you get to the baseline and then you worry about people stopping you through their judgments, through their opinions, through anything, you're going to live a life for everybody else and not for you, babe. And it's important that you live for you, the life that makes you happy, whatever that looks like. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today, and I hope that it helps someone. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. You are helping me greatly. And yeah, if that resonated, let me know in the comments below, and I will speak to you soon.